Welcome to the Blaize interviews. My name is Blaize, and today we have again
Young Kasper.
Yo.
Hey yo.
I love you, man. How have you been? Good to see you. It's been forever since we last talked. It's been like about 2 years. I mean,
Yeah, just about, I think, right?
you've been making new music. How have you been?
Just been putting all the pieces back together, and I've been working on more new music, low key.
Good.
Yeah.
Because you even told me you wanted to come out here and talk about like your situation, how you've been. Like how have you been since we last saw each other? You went through a whole bunch of shit. I mean, you look great. I mean, I've been seeing your gains and your muscles.
Oh, thank you. I'm working on the muscles,
Muscles,
But it's good. 2 years, time flies, A lot of things have changed, for the better,
Good.
Definitely a crazy thing when you hit rock bottom, only ways up. So 2 years ago, definitely a different place. A lot of things was going on, a lot of moving pieces, but 2 years later, I'm like, 2 years cigarette free,
Nice.
50 pounds lighter. Even though, big is beautiful. I'm just saying, for myself, I lost 50 pounds,
Healthier, you look healthy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy no smoking cigarettes. It's crazy, and just drinking more water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been a trip. I've been doing that. Daddy, full time. So obviously,
Nice. That's hard.
yeah. That and all the multiple jobs, right? But we do our best.
Nice. So
Yeah.
that's good. So how's the kids doing though? You're doing all right?
Oh man, kids is doing good. My daughter's about to be 14 this year.
Oof. Freshman?
She's gonna be, yeah.
Oof.
I know.
Good luck.
I know.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. I'm already not necessarily scared, but more like, here we go. But no, it's good. We have a great relationship. As teenagers,
Ebbs and flows.
Yeah. So I'm learning along the way. I mean, I've been a dad, but I'm saying like I'm learning to be a better dad as time goes on and with every occurrence, if that makes sense.
And because I tell everyone like I want to be a dad, and I actually just like my problem is I haven't found the right woman. Because
Take your time.
take your time.
Take your time. If there's one thing I know, take your time.
I ain't gonna lie though. I was listening to your album, re-listening to your album again, the voicemail one.
Yeah.
Young Forever.
Forever Young. Yeah. Thank you.
So the whole one is like my favorite one was when, hey, Kasper, you can come through, but no more bitches.
Shout out my man Hazard. Yeah, no, he would know. A lot of adventures, a lot of late night adventures, So yeah. His fiance doesn't. Yeah, that's a true story. She doesn't want me to girls anymore. So
Unless you find God.
yeah, let's find God for real. Oh man,
That's fair. You know what I mean? Because I've had plenty of friends that's like, hey man, I love you, but your girl can't come
yeah,
through.
no, bro, it's crazy. And sometimes our friends see things that we don't see, and sometimes we're like, no, we're hypnotized by, hips don't lie and stuff. So I guess hypnotized by the hips. But sometimes things just happen for a reason, and then we all grow from it, or hopefully.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Yeah. And your dog really likes me.
Yeah, well, she's trying to look for food. That's what she's doing.
Oh, it is? Oh, I thought she smelt another dog because I work with canines at my other job.
Oh, nice. What do you do?
Screening specialist.
Screening specialist?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
So basically, I do security work. Kind of evolved from just standing around to, I basically do X-rays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so checking cargo and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I know, right? What a trip. Tell me about it.
It's like, are you sure you're the one that we should be allowing to make sure everything gets through?
I know. I've been a good boy lately. Yeah,
lately.
I've been on point. To be on point.
How are you struggling, or how are you? I want to say struggling. How are you surviving and thriving with being a father and being a rapper and having to work multiple jobs? Like, how are you going? How is you doing?
Yeah. So actually, struggling is actually a nice word because I feel like there's beauty in the struggle, and I feel like after everything and all things considered, definitely a lot more stronger mentally, emotionally, also trying to be physically. But point is, like I said, when I hit rock bottom, somehow I just got into this security, field. Shout out to Lego.
The company?
I wish. I had a job for about 15 years.
Okay.
I don't know if I mentioned that last time. I was in healthcare, and doing the rap thing and being a dad, right? And at that time, I was with my ex, and kind of making things work. So it was a little easier, so to speak. Then obviously things fell apart. I got 2022 was crazy for me.
Wow.
So, I mean, again, this is all positive stuff, but 2022 was rock bottom. So I
That's good. No, it's good because we have to have the struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it is.
So 2020 was rock bottom. How did it start?
Was, well, me and my ex broke up. We're cool now. So if you're watching, we're cool now. For the kids, woo! I don't want to go to court again. No, shit. So yeah, I lost my girl and the whole little Brady bunch we had. Lost my pad. Just it obviously didn't work out. So things had to, whatever. Didn't see my kid for a cool minute. I got fired after 15 years. Then I got sued by DreamWorks.
For music?
No. So check this out. So I've been. It's. I'm looking at the glass half full. So, young Kasper, right? Mm-hmm. Kasper with a K. As you can see, there is no ghost on my shirt now because I can no longer wear any ghost because Activision, who also owns DreamWorks, who also owns Kasper the Friendly Ghost, the actual real, who I named myself after, 2022, they sued me.
Damn.
For not copyright infringement or anything like that. It's just because I had a logo and I trademarked my logo and I didn't know that was them. They were called Classic Media, and I thought it was. I didn't associate the two. So when I was going against this company, I was like, oh, that's whatever. Let's go. So I for like 2 years, I kept paying to kind of go against them. I was like, oh, the first court case was like $1,000. Next one was $2,000. But then when the lawyer called me and then he said, hey, please take your email, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, shit, I can't mess with them. This is DreamWorks.
They got billions.
So it was a subsidiary little company. And I was like, oh, shit. So basically, I made enough noise to get noticed by the actual Kasper, if that makes sense.
That's cool.
Cool. But then they were like, yeah, but we own everything that's ghost related. And they literally sent me their little thing, and they're like, you can spell Kasper however you. Because I told them, but mine's with a K, and my ghost is not your ghost. And they were like, I really tried, y'all. Even though we created the logo from scratch out of colorblind, like everything was mine, so to speak. They own everything Ghost. So
everything Ghost.
Anything, if you spell Kasper KHA or C or however you spell it, if there's a ghost in there and it's considered a ghost, they own it. So you can't even.
Wow.
Yeah. So they were like, you could either agree to this. They weren't trying to bully him, but they said, we'll let you use your name still because we can tell you have like. Years, and they went through my music and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were like, unfortunately, we don't want your type of music. It's not associated with Kasper. I've been talking about like sex and partying and shit. So it's like, just whatever. So they didn't want to associate with that. So they say, yeah, can you remove all the videos with your ghost logo? And yes, I had to clean everything up. That happened in 2022. Then obviously going through the court case, I got fired. I was like, yo, what the hell am I doing? Like, what do I do? Yeah. So. Long story short, things kind of just, fell into my lap. Look at that.
At the time, perfect timing.
So to speak, and I had enough money somehow in my savings left to either get a new spot or go fight for my son. In custody. Ended up obviously winning, and it took 2 years.
Yeah.
But fast forward to now. Things is a lot different. I feel, like I said, I don't want to say reborn, but just a lot stronger, way more stronger mentally, everything. Like, nothing like losing your kid and appreciating the time,
Yeah.
So
how was that? Like the whole going through the process of like divorce court, or not divorce court, but
he must be like this bracelet.
A family court.
Shout out Jaden. My son made this for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He told me not to take it off, so I haven't taken it off, even though it's like facing. But yeah. What was the question?
So, what was like the process of going and fighting for your kid and fighting for your son? Like, it must have been hard. Like, what did you do?
Yeah. I don't recommend. I mean, I recommend it for if you, of course, you're trying to be a great parent. But I don't recommend it if both parents can come to
an agreement,
resolution or something.
But you guys couldn't.
We couldn't. Yeah, and again, we're cool now. But at that time, it was just yeah, bro, we couldn't come to an agreement. I mean, I guess at that time, some women or men might be in their feelings or whatever. So sometimes your heart overrides logical stuff.
Yes.
I'm trying to say it in a nice way as possible. I'm not trying to go to court again. No. Yeah, basically, like, she just wouldn't let me see my son. So when I went to court, every state is different. I learned a lot, bro. Like, I'm not a lawyer now, but I learned a lot. Like, what you can do, what you can't do, what you shouldn't do.
What are some things that you would give people, like advice you'd give them, like fathers? Because know this is a huge thing about fathers being able to have. It's everywhere here.
Everywhere, yeah, and
especially here in California.
Yeah, especially here in California, it's a little different. Obviously, shout out to the great moms in the world, but as a father, you once the custody thing starts, or you guys are like separated. As a guy, I found out that you have to. There's more forms. Who cares about the paper? What I mean is, you have to prove more things as a dad. That you are the dad. I know, right? I mean, I guess you would fight for someone that's not your kid, but I was like...
I've had that happen to me.
Oh, really?
So
Oh, snap.
So, check it out. So, my mom was married to her first husband when I was born. And then when my brother was born, they had to take a TNA test.
Just in case?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Never mind.
So, it's funny because... my mom's first husband took her to court to get custody of me, but not my little brother. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Never mind then. Okay.
Well, so because because both me and my brother are my dad's kids.
Yeah.
But he only wanted me. Him and my brother.
Why is that?
Because I lived with him for like 2 years.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go now? Or just
well, unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago. But it was alright. You know, what I mean, he wasn't really part of my life afterwards.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I saw him a few times here and there. My sister's graduations. When I saw him, the last time I saw him, it had to have been. It had to have been about 2014. Earlier than 2014. It had been about 2014.
2014.
It was,
2014.
Yeah, so it's been long, about 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
only had 2 kids at that time.
Only 2 kids.
Right.
Now he's up to 8.
Well, that I know about. No.
That I know about. No, so that happened to me in my relationship. They had to do the DNA check. They got to see who's, and so it was just a big mess. And my family got involved. It was a whole, like, I didn't learn about this until like I went off to college.
Oh wow! So you found this later
I found this out when I was like 21.
No way! How did that feel?
It was funny. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like all this drama that you don't know about because like it doesn't happen. Like
that's crazy. Would you rather handle that at 21 or when you were younger? What do you think?
I think if I had known that younger, I probably would have. I think it wouldn't have changed much because I kind of knew because for a while he did have partial custody of us, so we would spend every other weekend with him and my sisters.
Oh, okay, so you kind of okay.
Yeah, so he was in my life up until I was like 5 or 6. You know what I mean? So really, until like they went to court and my mom's like, nope.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, no, I gets it. Well, I mean, what was the question again?
Like, what are some more advice you would give men?
Oh,
so it's paperwork. It's about like you have to prove more. The kid's yours.
So basically, what I do know is what the courts want to see, or what anybody wants to see, is that you're trying.
Yes.
You know that you want to see your son. You're not a danger to or you want to see your kid. You're not a danger to your kid, and you're able to provide for your kid. Mm-hmm. As long as you're in the right in all those 3, you should be able to. What men or women, I guess, in this case, man. The first hurdle to get over is, I guess what I kind of went through is like, this shit's impossible. Like just that little thing, because it's very hard. It's like an uphill battle on ice skates. Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a real good one. Thank you.
But it's tough, and that initial like being afraid to, like everything's pretty much against you, kind of in a way. And I mean, again, me and her are cool now, but it's basically her word against yours. And in California, they're gonna favor moms, you know, and which every case is different, every situation is different. You know, like I said,
I've seen some pretty bad moms.
I've seen some pretty bad moms. You know, that I've heard of across the world. And,
that you don't want to say.
Yeah, you know. Cool now. But yeah, some moms are really make bad decisions, and some dads too. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, as long as you kind of separate your feeling towards the other parent, it could. And if you're able to separate it, it all comes down to one thing. At the end of the day, is as long as the kid's happy. Mm-hmm. So as long as you have that in mind, the courts will kind of see it that way. Like they favor having both parents in the marriage. With the kid, the family, no matter what. Like you can be, I don't know about men, but a woman can be a crackhead. Sorry, a woman can be addicted to whatever substances, and the court will still grant visitation. But now if it's the guy, he's gonna have to pass so many things.
Drug test.
Yeah, all of that.
So did you have to take like tests? Like you had to take a drug test. You had to take like a psychological test.
So she wanted that one too. I know. And I said let's do it. But no, just a drug test. Which I was happy to because we're in California. All I do is trees. Amen. You know. So past that. Not to go too much specifically into the case, but I will say that now from experience, like I don't want to say lawyers do this because
This is what your lawyer did, or
no, her lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was saying it was her lawyer that picked it, but basically, I had to fight so many crazy charges.
Like, what were you charged with?
Oh man.
Because you're a good guy. Like, I don't know. Like, when I know you, you seem like a good guy, but I don't
trust me, I'm a great guy. Again, just to say, all these charges, false charges, were dropped and dissolved, obviously. But okay. So when men and women split up and there's a kid involved, one way for women across the world, in any case, to win the judge or the court over is to say he hit me or he
abusive
pretty much. And
there's some abuse is what she
alleged. That's
harsh.
That's
harsh.
Yeah, trust me, I know. Especially when you're in court and you're like, holy crap, and you have to keep a straight face. You're like, god damn, okay.
That's just painful.
It is. And again, I'm such in a positive. I've been ever since after the case. Went to therapy. I'm in a positive whatever light now. I even forgave her, and I said, "Yo, I know." As part of the the
journey forward.
Yeah. I was like, I forgive you for the things, but I'm not gonna forget them.
Yeah.
But whatever. Let's move on and let's not start a new chapter for our son, and that's it. But yeah, bro. Like when I seen all them things and I had to fight all of that shit, like I think that's probably what hurt the most. Because well, obviously they were all fake, but I think what hurt the most was me getting just like sucker punched with a bunch of stuff where I was like, it does not have to be like this.
You found out in the courtroom that she was alleging this?
Well, I found out when I got served with the paperwork.
How'd you get served,
bro? I mean, if not to jump too much into it, like
no, because everybody has that you got served shit.
Yeah, bro. So before I even got served, I thought I was in the right, and what I had heard through the grapevine was to show that I wanted to see my son. I was going because I was calling and no one was answering. Obviously, I was blocked, so I couldn't contact. So a couple months passed by. I called the police and I was like, "Hey, I want to see my son. What can I do legally? Just because I have not had contact with him. Blah 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 blah." And they were like, "Well, technically you could do a welfare check." And I was like, "That's a little tip for you guys, a welfare check, which means that, I can go there with the cops. I just have to call the cops and do the welfare check. Don't go to the front door because I don't want no issues. And the cops would be the ones talking for me. So I did that, bro, for 3 months.
Damn.
Every weekend." Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is to show you how a dedicated father I was. Now, again, to tell the story, you must be wondering, how you get fired? This is how I got fired. So, as a dad, and again, if you guys need help, tap in. I never really met other people who kind of went through the similar thing as me. So, I kind of did online research. Lawyers are fucking expensive. Yeah. That's why they're lawyers. So, lawyers will only give you that information if you pay. So, what I did was, I'm about to give some tips right now. So if you go online, you'll see some. I went online. I was like, how the fuck can I, I went online, and they do have branches that give you about 30 minutes free consultation. So what I did was I pulled up like 5 different numbers, and I called each one. When they gave me information, I had an updated question. I went to the next one and got more information.
Smart.
I tried, bro. I mean, fuck, I ain't got no money. Well, but you try, you hustle, you try to make it work. Long story short, then went to the courthouse for a couple weeks, leaving work, doing that, etc. Found out that hey, you can bring the cops to with you, and you'll be fine. Did that for about, like I said, 3 months, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, was leaving work just to do that. And if you ever call the cops here in California, if it's is this a non-emergency? When you say, yes, it's a non-emergency, you'll be sitting there for at least an hour. Like, yeah, so it wasn't an emergency, so, like, I was like, oh, it's a non-emergency. Okay, I'll put you on hold. I'll be sitting there for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And then when I make the call, that's another hour, 2 hours. Like, I'd be sitting there for a while, bro. Like, you got to be really psychotic I mean, of course you want to see your kid, but I'm saying, like, you really got to be dedicated.
Yeah.
So I sat there like 3 hours, 4 hours, like around the corner waiting for the cops. Once they came, then they would escort me to the front of the house, and they would start talking and trying to see where my son is. I did that shit for 3 months. Long story short, I did not see him.
Ever?
For those 3 months, so now it's like 8 months passing by. And then that's when I hear oh, is that for me?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. I hear on the door. Open the door. Mind you, I'm at my mom's house right now.
Oh.
Okay, so because like I said, I don't have enough money for, do I pick an apartment or do I pick the court case? I wanted to fight the court case because I felt like if I got an apartment without my son, I'd feel weird. So I was like, let me see my son first, and I'm at my mom's, like, doing my job. That's
dirty though that they got you at your mom's house, but at least it wasn't at work.
Oh, bro. And I was like, what the, So they got my mom's house. Bam, I got served. And then after that, I see the thing, and then that's when I see all the charges or allegations. Right?
I guess there kind of are charges, right?
I guess it's charges if you got charged. I don't know what the legal term is.
I'm not a lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer.
I just had to pay you a whole bunch.
Bro.
15. Oh. Ooh, that's good.
That's what I'm saying. And it was, yeah.
It's like half my income for the year.
Bro, trust me. Like, as a grown man, and I'm about to be 37 next month.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Young, absolutely. 37 young.
Thank you. Forever young. Being 37, you do kind of think differently, and all the experiences, like that lawyer stuff really, or the custody battle, and when your lawyer says, I mean, like Scarface, Tony Montana, like, you have to trust your lawyer, right? 2 years ago, my lawyer was like, okay, if you fight all the charges in one shot, you might win it, but if you lose everything. It's not...
Damn.
And I was like...
That's fucking hard.
So I was like, okay, so what are you saying? He's like, you're going to have to fight the restraining order and these charges, then fight for custody. More custody later. And I was like, what does that mean? He was like, we're going to work with the time she's giving you. I was like, So I fought all these charges of restraining order. The
one after the other.
Bro, that's what I paid $7,000 for the first case.
Oh my goodness, fuck, man.
And then if I had accepted that deal, I was gonna be able to see my son for supervised visits.
Okay.
Not good, because that means they were gonna be supervising me for 3 months, and then I had to go to 1 year domestic abuse class, 1 year narcotics class, 1 year battery. I'm like, what the hell?
Who has time for this bullshit?
Trust me. And I was like, no, I'm not signing that. I did nothing. If I say yes, I'm tainted. So no. But I also get why some people probably do accept it, because I don't know what they did, but it's like, you got to take what's, I guess, if it's there. But me, I'm like,
got the money.
Yeah, or that too. But me, I was like, nah, you guys got to change that. I'm not accepting that. No way. My son's going to not look at me the same if I accept. Like, no. So...
You don't want that, like, bullshit to be on you, because that shit's not true. And it's not like the kid, like, remembers that much, because he's just like, what are you talking about? And his mom's... I'm not saying that she did, but she could have, at the time that you weren't saying bad-mouthing you, saying all this and that about you. I'm not saying she did. I'm just saying she could have. So
That's good. That's good.
We're not trying to get sued here.
No, we're good now. Just tell her the story. From an alternate universe.
From an alternate universe. That could have happened.
The
what if.
The what if.
The Marvel what if.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. This is one of those. It's multiverses and shit.
Universe, yeah. So, yeah, you didn't accept the plea deal.
Yeah, I didn't accept the plea deal. And, my lawyer was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fight these, but you got to kind of accept. It was so minimal. Like, they kept going back and forth, bro, for like a month or two about how much time with my son. It was so small at first and a little bit. So basically what we agreed upon was me seeing my son for 2 hours.
Oof.
For Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday for a month. So mind you, I haven't seen him for 10 months now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, what the? I mean, I guess. So, but I don't have to do those classes. No classes. Okay, how long does this go? For a month. Then another month, you're gonna do 4 hours. 4 hours. I'm like, okay, what about the? And then I think on the third month, then he was able to sleep over.
Okay.
But I had to accept these things after all this bullshit, and yeah, basically I accepted it at that time, knowing that I'm gonna go back again.
Yeah.
And like when someone says this is the plan, like you don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know.
Well, because she also has her, it's, like, same thing with, like, being, like, the Super Bowl just happened. Making a game plan for the game.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hey, man, we hope he happens, but fuck.
Yeah.
We go to overtime.
Oh, little thing. Your ball slips out your hand or someone gets, it was, I'm like, I'm hoping this works. So, I sucked it up. I swallowed my pride and I accepted it. Again, at that time, I was just trying to see my son. I'm a dad first and foremost.
Amen.
Mind you, I don't know if you know this. I already won custody of my first two.
Yes, I remember that was some shit.
Son of a gun, This
man's been in court multiple times, undefeated. He's only defeated. Actually, I take that back. He's defeated once by Universal. By DreamWorks.
That is good. Thank you.
He's only been defeated by once, and his dreams ain't working.
By the real Kasper.
Yeah, real Kasper's gonna ghosted you.
Shout out you. No ghost here. El Fantasma. No, it was crazy. All that stuff happened. And just, I guess, fast forward to now, despite all this stuff, like, bro, she was even trying to change his last name. Like, it was a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's hurtful. That's hurtful.
As a man, you know how it like
that's unless she's getting married or something.
Well, if that was the case, I guess. But no, it was just changing the name. It was to hers. And I was like, whoa. Now, that's when I knew. I was like, this is just a little petty. I think even she knows that, because it's it's like, come on. But long story short, in terms like happy stuff, I don't regret nothing that I did because it was all for my kid.
Yes.
And now that I see how happy my kids are, bro, I make this single dad thing look easy, but it's not. It's really not. Like I took the security job, right?
Yeah, you took the security job, and then just being a father in general, even if you do have like your spouse, is still hard.
Yeah, it's still hard. And at that time, again, it's not easy to get a job right now, or from what I've heard, and sometimes it's just luck of the draw, timing, everything.
Yeah.
Right? When I first got my security job, I wasn't. It's not rocket science. Depending on what post you have, sometimes it might be a little more difficult than others because I have, like I said, 3 jobs now. But
more responsibilities
and more different interactions with certain things. I had to earn my hours, so to speak. So I was like working graveyard, working swing. I had no steady, steady schedule for a while, and kind of worked my way up. Got certified for X-ray stuff. So now I basically work at a warehouse, basically kind of like what TSA does at the airport.
Yeah.
X-raying boxes and cargo for things like that. Then I ended up getting another job. Again, this is security stuff. Look at me. I basically do security stuff for a mall now.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. It's not that you make. It's just, I picked security because it was flexible for my kids.
Yeah.
I was able to kind of mix and match the hours so I could take my kids to school.
Nice.
And then pick them up after school, still be there. It's most of the time, so it's good.
That's good, and that's hard because you have to take these multiple jobs just so that's where you could actually take time to be with your kids, because if you had another job, it'd be harder for you to take time for your kids.
Yeah. It's just basically organizing it. I know people are like, what do you mean 2-3 jobs? How do you? Well, kids are in school for about 8 hours, so that means I pick certain jobs that are while they're in school. You make it work. And luckily my eldest is gonna be 14 now. She's been helping me a lot too. So shout out to Bella. It's just I feel blessed to even be in this position 2 years later. Like, I know a lot of dads that don't have the same, I don't want to say luck because I worked hard to be here, the same
ability or the time, money,
dedication, money. Like, a lot of things went into what transpired for me to get here.
And it's hard because, like you said, because lawyers are fucking expensive, and they charge you per fucking minute, per fucking like breath they take sometimes.
It's crazy. Like, and shout out my lawyer, she's amazing by the way. But like, bro, lawyers, and not just her, but other lawyers, 30 minutes, $500.
Damn.
So like that's why I kept calling those multiple numbers.
Yeah.
Like, hey, da da da. Okay, cool. She said, okay, hey, like trying to save as much money as I could. But I do understand why they make that much money.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and they know all the ways to say things, the loopholes, the laws. Like, I get it. If you get a good lawyer.
Yes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure just like in all occupations, not all humans act accordingly. But I'm sure there's some blood sucking lawyers out there that are vampires, right? I mean,
yeah. Always, there always is.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, so I was just lucky enough to be just again, higher powers was kind of taking care of me, and things just worked out for my kids mainly.
Yeah, so you're gonna tell your daughter she needs to be a lawyer now.
She's actually like, Dad, because she was really into art, right? And then she was like, wow. She said, lawyers are expensive. When I told her, like, oh, you should become a lawyer. They make this much. She's like, maybe I could do both. I'm like, oh, good luck. I mean, hey, you want to do that, cool, you know?
Well, art, you can do, art's always something you can do as a passion. I mean.
Oh, no, yeah. That's why I'm actually, as I'm getting older, I have 3 kids that I know about. And I do appreciate that each one is kind of taken after me in certain ways. And my daughter is definitely the one that's a little more artistic compared to the other 2. So
it's like, hopefully you guys are smart.
Yeah, no, for real. No, they've been a little bit here and there.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's always the thing, especially the parents' passions that go onto the kids at times.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Have any of your kids trying to give you a bar or two?
Yo, my eldest son. Yeah, he's one of the 2 boys. My eldest son is trying to rap right now. Okay. And he's rapping along with other rap songs, but I can hear him trying to freestyle now. Okay. And I actually told him, like, yo, like, this is good. You should keep doing this, try that, watch this, study this. That actually gets me excited because now I'm actually at the point where, like, I don't want to say riding off into the sunset, but it makes me feel good that, like, the torch is being passed without me even thinking about it. Yeah. So that's always good. Because I didn't really have the same, my dad's like old school Filipino, so rap was not a cool thing at first. Nah, no, hell nah. Like,
he's like, go school.
Oh man, he's like, go to school. Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace. But yeah, he was a tough guy. No, but again, the kids are kind of taking after my baby boy Jaden. He's like, I was never really a good dancer. Only with the lights off. Just kidding. But yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Hit movements.
My son's really into dancing, so I feel like they're all just happy kids.
Nice. That's all you can really ask for.
Yeah. So that makes me happy.
I mean, you worked hard to make that happen. It's not like
man, they have no idea. I mean, when I think about the multiple jobs I'm doing, right? I mean, again, I'm sure there's other people working multiple jobs. Some people are blessed and they don't have to work multiple jobs, but in my case, I do. Some people work 40 hours a week, which is great. I work 65. And that's not to be like, hey, that's just how it is. That's just how it is, and
gotta get that Costco membership.
I know. Oh man, tell me about it.
Costco.
Stock up. Chicken bake.
I just made chicken.
Did you really?
Yeah, but I messed up because I didn't get the shake and bake one. I got the cocktail one for the shrimp instead.
What did that taste like?
You want to have a bite?
Yeah.
I just made it before you came. I'll give you a plate.
It's going down.
But in the Blaize Shark interviews, you get fed too, people. You get fed. It's fresh, piping hot still. It's still warm. I'll give you a piece. Still pretty good, though.
I bet. I can't really cook. I can only cook rice. So. Oh, damn.
Just don't let her have a piece.
Oh, don't let her have it?
Nah.
No, yeah, for sure.
Give her a good piece, too.
All right, here we go.
It's that shrimp cocktail. I always love it when you take a bite, like half of it just like crusts off.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, hey, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
And the thing is, because when I got it, the rest.
Where should I put this so she doesn't get it?
Let's put it over here. Sure. She's gonna be looking at it.
She's not gonna jump on her.
No, she'll get beat.
Oh, here we go.
Like my daddy taught me.
Oh, I know, right? Also, dad's for real.
No, she's pretty good. She'd actually, she'll just stare at it and she'll beg and she'll cry. I went to the doctor. I took her to the vet. I think it was 2 weeks ago. She's like 16 pounds. Like, I like her at this weight. She's healthy at this weight. It's like, bitch, She's just thick. You see, she's got a big old chest. That's how you know she's a Mexican dog. She got a big chest and little arms.
16 pounds?
16 pounds.
All right.
Yeah, just do some curls with her.
I know, for real.
Just boom, boom, boom. But she's just, she's always complaining like she's hungry. She's hungry. She eats, always wants more food. Never
so she gets spoiled?
A little bit, but she doesn't. I don't spoil her when it comes to eating.
Oh.
Okay. I keep her pretty healthy. I have her on an automatic feeder. So at 8,
it's timed.
Yeah, it's timed.
Oh, wow.
So every day at 8:30, she gets AM and PM. She gets fed. So because being a comic, I'm not always home at those times, and so I kind of like
that makes sense.
Yeah. So actually, the reason I think I told you guys I used to date a comic before I became a comic, and we wanted a pet, me and her, and so we were kind of like debating about getting a cat and dog, and the reason why we chose a cat was because it was more flexible with our time because we didn't have to take them out for a walk. We just had to clean the litter box, which is a lot easier, you know what I mean? So cats do kind of are a little bit more easier than dogs.
A little bit, yeah.
I just don't like the term dog dad. I think that's so fucking stupid. Right? Because that's the stupidest shit ever. Like,
I'm a dog.
No, fuck no. No, that's stupid. You know what I mean? I got a dad bod, but no. It's just that thing is just like, oh, I'm a cat mom. I'm a cat dad. Yeah. I was like, what? No, you didn't. I think that is the stupidest thing ever. There was a trend like a few years ago. People were posting Instagrams of their, like the ultrasound with their pet inside.
Oh, I think I seen that one.
That shit was so stupid.
Gotta love the trends. Yeah,
that was hot for like I want to say a weekend.
I would say yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those like those trends that goes like that.
Viral, yeah. Oh, me too.
Yeah. Me too. I was like, no, that shit's stupid. I just think so much of these trends are just stupid. Like
no, a lot, bro. Trust me. In which I mean.
Do your kids play into these trends? Like, are they into TikTok?
They don't play into them, but they do see some stuff sometimes.
Yes, of course, as they will.
Well, especially my older one, she's 14, so they talk about it at school and stuff. But like, yeah, some of these trends, like, what did my daughter say the other time? She was like, Dad, I think your generation is. She was messing around. She goes, R.I.P. to your generation.
R.I.P. to your generation.
I was like, what you mean? She's like, yeah, you're a millennial, right? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. Why? She's like, you guys were doing a Tide Pod whatever challenge.
Tide Pod challenge?
Were we? And I was thinking, I was like,
no,
what the hell?
we weren't.
And then she started pulling up videos on YouTube, and I was like, are you sure that's us? I don't think that's us. I think that's like the one after. But
yes, that's the one after.
Those are the trends that we were talking about. I was like, oh, damn. All right.
The Tide Pod challenge. That shit was stupid.
I don't know who started that, but it ain't us.
Some stupid white boy,
probably.
Why do you want me to shoot some shit like the planking? Remember that? That was how.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
That was out for a whole like year in like, I want to say 2010 or something.
It goes by fast. Yeah.
It goes by fucking fast.
Damn, that is crazy. And it's 2024 now.
Yeah, but it was over 10 years. Then there was a T-bowing. That was a big one. I never really been one of those dudes to do the trends. The first trend I remember was 2 girls, 1 cup. I never saw it. I had dudes in high school. We were the football team.
Wait, you never saw it?
I never saw it.
No one told you what it's about?
They told me what it was about.
Okay.
But I never saw it because it was one of those things. Because they would ask me, "So you want to watch it?" I was like, "No."
So yeah, shout out to my homies. We all got tricked into watching it.
How did you get tricked
into
watching?
So hey bro, check this out. And I was like, what? Like, oh, type this in. I was like, what? Type this in. Clicked. And at that time, the internet wasn't as I don't want to say glamorous, but like when you click a site, like you can kind of see it easier. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it's not as cluttered as.
Okay. It's cluttered. You're right, because all the shit on the side.
Yeah, not as much
ads.
Info at that time. You know, it was like straightforward kind of a little more.
I remember now you're saying that, yeah, exactly, because I used to I think was it Reality Kings, I think it was.
Yeah.
I used to watch it and it was just the video. There was no ads on the side.
Now it's like, oh shit,
so many fucking ads.
So many. So it's a little like whoa, oh, click that. So with that one, what was I talking about again?
About like the ads and the 2 girls, 1 cup.
It's the weed. As you can tell, like went cold turkey, huh? No, with the 2 girls, 1 cup, typed it in, and then my homie was like looking at me like right here. I'm like, what? No, you haven't seen the video, huh?
No.
So I was like, it started the first 10 seconds like, all right, whatever.
It's like 2 girls kissing in bikinis, right?
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, well, bro, oh, that's not. Oh my God, like. Yeah, basically everyone reacts the same, like, and then we're like, "Yo, bro, like keep watching." No, like.
No, bro, like what? Why is it?
And I think the I don't want to say not the gross factor, but is that for real?
Yeah.
Like, is that real? Mm-hmm. You know, and then you end up watching it for like 30 seconds or whatever the hell you can try to watch it for. Be like, oh yeah, so don't watch it.
Yeah.
And I heard they had a sequel. They had a sequel to that too.
It's called The Number 2.
It's no, for real. Dos. No, they really did, and I think I was in high school at that time already. But yeah, them trends is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I remember. So let's go back to your music. Like, so you told me beforehand before we started that you haven't been doing anything for about 6 months, right? You just been busy being a dad, working.
Yeah. So the past 6 months, I haven't performed, I haven't hosted, even though I, get invited all the time. Shout out Young Baka Productions.
Baka!
Right?
Love Baka.
I love him too. His head's gonna get all big now because I said that. But yeah, I didn't do any shows. I just been busy being a dad and doing the jobs and stuff. But I was dropping music still here and there. I mean, I've dropped an album every year for the last 10 years.
Yes.
And before Forever Young. So Forever Young was the latest one I dropped. After that, I was just dropping singles. Either songs that I wrote or songs that I had that I didn't put on anything. Even dropped some music videos that year too.
Nice.
I even through the custody case, I still was trying to use music as a journal and trying to get stuff out. After the case was finally closed, which was in October of 2023, or September. I'm sorry, September. Like when I got to see again, mind you, I was putting all this album out when I was only able to see my son like 5 to 6 days in a month. Yeah. That's the max. What it was, yeah, and I was paying child support and
she still had you paying child support.
We're cool now, but yeah. I always gotta put that disclaimer on there.
We're
cool now though, right? But yeah, at that time I was paying child support and like imagine I saw this meme on Instagram. It said when you go through a custody battle, imagine a kidnapper comes in and takes your kid and says, "Hey, pay me $1,000 a month, but you can only see your kid 4 days." That's what it feels like.
Damn. That's hurtful.
It is. And when I saw that, I was like, that's pretty much what it feels like. Because when it happened, I was like, oh, what the hell? Where is he? Oh, I got to pay. Oh, all right. Oh, okay, I can see him for like, okay, time's up. It's fast. And that's...
Which made you guys' bond stronger, though.
No, it did. It definitely did. And also made me appreciate not only life more. I mean, I lost my dad when I was 22. I mean, a lot of things already happened in my life, but I'm not saying I needed that, but that situation definitely helped me realize what type of man I am. Yeah. And two, what type of father I was. I say man first because so for the stuff to everything, sometimes in life what I learned is it's like 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it.
Yes, I've heard this before.
And I've heard that before too, and I never really got acclimated to it or really heard it. Yeah, or understood it or felt it. And going through this case and not seeing my son against my will, even though we're gonna. I
ain't gonna lie, we're gonna make this into a dream game.
I think when I get back on stage, I'm gonna say something. We're cool now, though. But,
fuck my baby mama, but we cool now.
It's it makes you just appreciate the little things more, and also it helps you not stress out about stuff that you used to think that mattered. What I mean by that is like there's a lot of noise. You're a comedian and I make music. It's sometimes like when you're on stage for us, or it depends how you look at it. Sometimes you block out the noise because you're on stage already. It's your time, right? Yes. And then some of us, once we get off stage, that's when all the noise comes back, right?
I understand what you mean. I felt the same way when it came to football, playing varsity football.
You play varsity football?
Yeah, I played football in high school.
Damn, I played no sports at all.
I did football, wrestling, and track. That's how I hurt my knee.
Damn, all right.
Yeah, but it was my sophomore year of high school.
So you played football and you're a comedian?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. He make you laugh and whoop their ass.
Not that much. I'm not that good of a hitter.
Tackle.
I was a defensive lineman. I just held you down.
Hey, either way, quads.
Yeah, it was all A's, man. But I just remember like being on the sideline. Remember how like dark the sideline felt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it felt like it was kind of like this invisible wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it kind of felt like the first time I went on, like I was going through a different world, like I was being transported. And like the sidelines, it kind of like whatever. Then you get into the field, there's lights blinding for the first time. You were, and then you look around, and then you hear that. You hear people chanting. You hear the coach, "Hey, Blue 42, Blue 42," and it's just like, what the fuck is? It's like a whole new world. And the same thing, like you're saying, like being on stage. Like it's harder for a comedian to block out the sound because, for the most part, it's quiet. We're waiting for the response.
Good point.
Versus with you guys,
it's hard.
You're making
the sound.
You're making the sound. So you can kind of even if people aren't paying attention, you know, it's still like
you kind of create some sort of
So I'm not saying that it's harder. or easier. But I'm just saying like it's just a little different.
Oh no, absolutely.
Because even as a host, you can feel the difference.
Oh yeah. I guess it's like for my music, like because I write about stuff that I go through. So then it's like all this shit's going on. Do I really want to write about it? Then you do get it out. Then you get off stage and you got to go back to it. If that makes sense. So for me, sometimes when I get on stage, I consider it escape. Then when I get off, I'm like, I'm right back into it again. And I think that was one of the kind of things that I had to not necessarily get used to, but kind of accept. Like, oh shit, like I'm writing about I wrote a whole album about how everything was going on, and then once the custody battle was done, and I got my kid back, and I just felt like, I guess I never climbed a mountain, but I guess in this case, you know.
I mean, this is a fucking mountain, bro. This is not some hill.
It's not no goddamn hill. It was like I conquered this thing, and then I felt like just a weight lifted off my shoulders, and I, for a time, because we were talking about music, I was like, oh, I feel like I'm done. That's as like I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah.
Because I mean I'm a young looking motherfucker, but like
very handsome.
Just thanks. You know, single lady. No, I don't. You know, they I don't know. I was like, oh, I'm kind of like done with music. I'm done, right? But then when I see my kids, and then I guess maybe that was just a point in time because I was exhausted, tired. You know, my son, Jaden, starts asking like, hey Dad, remember that music video? I'm like, oh, somehow the universe reminded me about music again, you know? So then I started trying to write rap. Of course I could write rap, but
I've been trying this whole time for 10 years. 10 years trying.
Try harder. No, I was writing music, and I was like, again, I guess I don't know what happened. I never thought it. I'm like, I kind of want to try a different genre. I know. And I was like, but I don't really do any other genres, so to speak, right? So I was like, what the fuck can I do, right? I've actually, this new music that I've been working on, I'm kind of singing a little more.
Ooh.
So I know I still need some work, but it's kind of nice. I feel kind of happy about the shit that I'm writing. So it's not rap, which is kind of weird, and I'm planning to actually release it under my real name.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get sued again. Bro.
Hey man, you know what? I have a joke that I've been working on for years. Is you know, in the 90s, everyone used to say, sue me, sue me, sue me. Now in 2020, it's like, don't sue me, bitch, bro, please, don't sue me.
Seriously, I remember that. You're right. People used to say, sue me.
Sue me, bitch. Fuck you, sue me. You remember in the 90s, MTV, everyone was like Nirvana.
It was a thing, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But now you can literally get sued for so much shit.
Anything. And now I'm like, don't sue me, bitch.
No, for real, yeah, don't. Especially my baby mama. Get along now. No, it's been a wild ride. I am just happy, you know, because I know a lot of people would want to be in this type of position, just be able to see the kids. And it took a lot of work, some good luck, a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, but a whole lot of patience, money, you know. And luckily, I don't know, just in hindsight is 2020. I know some people say things happen the way they're supposed to sometimes, and I know it's hard to see it when it's happening, because 2 years ago, again, like I think when our first interview, I was probably talking a little different. I looked a little different.
Yeah, we were talking more. Well, we were talking more about like how you got into, you know, rap and all that stuff. And now we're actually like talking about like
kind of deep a little bit.
Yeah,
right? the way I'm talking now about it, a lot easier. Cause before, I mean, obviously going through emotions is not seeing my kid, a little anger towards that person who I won't name, but that like it just natural feeling, right? Like what the fuck is going on?
As you should, because you're human.
Yeah, and that's that right there. Thank you. That's what I found out through this case, where like as much as I think I always say, oh, Casper the ghost, and you gotta bleep that one out. Kasper the Phantasm. I always say, oh, Casper the Ghost, I have no emotions, right? Which, in some regards I don't, I guess.
Empathetic.
So, that, and just not seeing my kid, that brought out some weird emotions I never thought I would have again. Like, am I going to see him again? Or like a regret, like, did I mess up and like not because I'm not gonna see him again? So did I make the right choice? Like, should I stay with her or whatever?
Yeah.
Questioning myself as a dad. As my kids are like, I'm at my mom's house. I'm like, what's going on?
As a man,
I got 5. Yeah, bro. That's why I said like, first like I as a man, I was like, no, this is not, how's it gonna be? And then as a father, like, rest in peace to my dad, but like, when my mom was like, your dad would never do anything you just did, right?
Like what?
Like go through court,
twice. Okay, yeah. You'd have been like, bye.
Yeah, bro. And I think that was the mentality back then, where it was like, he's probably better off with the mom, and he'll find. This was the quote that my mom said. He'll look for me when he's 18, because at that mentality, it was the mentality back then, right? Like, kind of like 300, I guess. Like, when your son's gonna find his way home.
Yeah.
Somehow there's, find. Oh wow.
That's the upstairs neighbors.
Oh damn. Okay, I thought, because I never felt. Remember there was an earthquake the other day.
I didn't feel it though.
I didn't feel it either. I was like, oh, I feel it now.
No. That's just the upstairs neighbors like doing whatever. I guess they foul or something.
I've been making earthquakes sometimes during late night adventures. Just kidding.
Make that bed rock.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know that song.
Of course. That was like the cheesiest, hardest song ever.
No.
It was cheesy and hard as fuck.
When it came out, at first I was like, this is stupid. Never mind, it's tight. Okay,
it's good. It was one song I hated for the longest time was Snoop Dogg's "Drop It Like It's Hot." Ooh, like first time it came out, I hated it.
Yeah. And then just after a while, it's like, all right,
it's good. It's good.
Great. Sometimes, and that also, that's a great example of kind of what I'm refocused on music, where sometimes the simplest things, where you kind of don't think about it too much, turn out to be the best things ever.
Yeah.
And that's kind of with the new music that I'm making.
So it's more like R&B kind of?
No. So I don't.
You don't want to give out any spoilers or anything?
No. I could in a way. I guess people are trying to figure out what I've been listening to a lot of Joji.
Joji?
Yeah. Shout out Joji. It's been pretty cool. I guess it's kind of like dark R&B pop-ish.
Okay.
The beats are very melancholy, like lo-fi. But it's not really singing. He kind of just talks with a cadence, if that makes sense.
More like Nujabes, kind of?
Maybe, yeah.
So kind of like a little Nujabes feeling?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Okay.
It's, and I'm, again, tapping into some other topics or feelings that I never
Emotions.
really emotions.
Being human.
Thank you. Human emotions. And, I'm still playing around with titles and stuff. I'm, no titles yet, but I do have a few songs already that are ready to record. And I guess that's what's going on right now. I mean, Bach was asking me to perform actually at a couple shows, and I actually told him, I said, I'm working on new material. Okay. He has no idea that this is the type of material it is. Like, I've never worked on this type of stuff. But again, this is.
But I feel that's the evolution, because I have this kind of saying is a lot, especially for rappers. Yeah. Like a lot of young rappers, they have the buzz cut. You know what I mean? Like Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole, they have the clean cut, and then right now they're in the long hair phase. Yeah. And I feel like you're finally letting your hair go, and you're in your long hair, don't care. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like I felt like even Jay-Z. He's in that like long hair phase. Yeah. So I feel like this is your long hair phase now.
Yeah, no, it is, and where I feel like in terms of long hair, Samson, where like I feel like. I have enough experience and it's the right mindset now to be able to kind of tap into these emotions or just these type of songs now, I guess, that I'm planning to put out. You guys will hear something soon.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I think with the not necessarily audience that I'm going for, but I'm just saying I think a lot more people are gonna tap into or appreciate it more, especially because it's not just rap anymore. It's a whole lot of other music. So.
But you like I said, like what I think I loved about your music is like it's car music. Like I'm driving, I'm hanging out, and like your homeboys, you're chilling on the road, like you're smoking something on the 5 freeway because traffic's all backed up. Like it's for like we're just chilling music and everyone's having a good time.
So I'm glad you said that. So if my previous music was in the car type stuff, this is why I kind of wanted to tap into this type of music that I'm making right now. Because during this custody battle and fitness journey, I've been doing late night jogs, right? Okay. Headphones on, late night jogs, and I'll be listening to Joji and certain music, and I was like, I think it'd be dope to kind of just talk about in this style, stuff that happened to me, and for people to just kind of not necessarily driving. I guess you could cruise to it too, but more like kind of really listen to everything, kind of visualize it, kind of.
So crying in the shower music.
I guess maybe think in the shower. Think in the shower.
Think in the shower music?
Yeah.
Think in the shower. Because there's so who hurt you?
No, it is. I think it's one of those where you're like... I think, yeah.
That's going to be the title. That's going to be the doesn't matter what that's the cover art. Just you in the shower, just butt naked.
It's kind of dark and sexy, right?
Yeah, dark and sexy.
I'll keep that apart.
Yeah, it's just an idea. Keep that. If I want a credit.
Yeah,
I want a credit.
What is it? Cover art inspired by Blaize. Oh yeah.
I would love that shit. That's hilarious. I love that about you. I mean, because Muhammad Ali has this quote: "A man who sees the world at 50 the same way as he did at 20 wasted 30 years of his life." Yeah. You know what I mean, so like. We should go through things and like our emotions, because even me myself, I'm only 31 years young, so like I've started like feeling new things, start thinking about new things about like the situations that especially when it comes to women, I'm realizing how bad of a man I am. But you know what?
Me too. Dog.
Yeah.
Dog. Yeah. No idea.
But you know what? You know why we're going to heaven?
What?
Because our dogs go to heaven. Woof woof.
Woof woof. I used to say. Good girls go to heaven. Bad girls come with me. But woo! God damn.
That's good. That's a good one. I love that. I gotta steal that.
As you should. I as I got older, and again, when I went to therapy for a few months, and I know some people might be like, "Nah, why'd you go to therapy? Or what was it for?"
No. Good.
You know why I went to therapy? Can you guess?
To talk about your shit?
No, I mean, kind of, sorta, but I was not. I guess. I was dating women. I wasn't trusting women.
Ooh.
You see?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of what the music is about. It was more like, damn, like, what is this? What is, like, I know it's not the woman's fault. This is just, life experiences and stuff, So with that being said, like I said, as I'm getting older, I'm now like, I don't want to be that dude that keeps, or I don't want to be that person or human that keeps hurt people. I don't want to do that vicious cycle, so to speak.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm kind of like in that transitions of realizing that myself.
Yeah.
And so like having this conversation is like kind of like the world's coming together in my eyes. Because like I will say this, like I had a relationship with this female recently, and we were fuck buddies, and we're just hanging out. But then somebody told her. I was mutual friends of ours that I was fucking behind her back, and then she was actually going to end things with me later that week because we've been fucking around for over a year. Both of us know there's an expiration date to the situation, and like so it was just kind of like. And then she found out that I didn't tell her about the chicks that I was fucking behind her back, and she got hurt about that. And I was like, yeah, I know and I even told her because the main reason I ended up with her, that's not the right word. I tried to end things off with her like sooner, because like I was telling her like it just came out one night we were hanging out. And I was like, I can't wait to be a dad. And she's like, oh, I don't want children at all. She's like, I hate the idea of having children. She hates the idea of being pregnant. And I was like, oh, okay, well, do you want to end things right now? She's like, no, we can still hang out. And I was like, okay, well, are you comfortable with me seeing other women? And she's like, sure, whatever. She's like, tell me about it. And I was like, I'll let you know.
Yeah. And then,
I never let her know. That's my problem, you know what I mean? And she found out, she's like, and I'm not even mad at the person who told her, because I shouldn't, when I said it, I said before I told the person, I was like, I shouldn't tell you this because you're too close of a friend to them. And this person said, oh, no, I won't tell her because I'm closer friends with you.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, then I'll tell you the situation. And then she was like, and then, like, not even a week later, fucking, I'm like, okay, I can't trust this person now.
No, yeah.
And then, but the thing is, I knew it before I said it, that I shouldn't have said it. But it was a good thing that it came out,
Don't you love it when that happens?
Yeah, you.
Like, right when you say, like...
I said it right before I said it. I stopped myself from saying it, and then I told them I shouldn't tell you this, and they said, "Don't worry about it." I'm like,
that's always the best, right?
Don't worry about it. I'm better friends with you, is what they told me. I was like, you fuck. This is why I call people bitches, because that's a bitch move.
No, it is. You got to know the street code.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, this is one of my favorite words, bitch. Like, I call everyone and everything a bitch. You know what I mean? I was dating this one girl, and she didn't realize. She's like, damn, I hate that I hang out with you so much. Now I say bitch all the time.
Bitch assness. That's good, yeah.
It is. But yeah, Kasper, we've been here.
Oh, shit, yeah, it's been a while.
Over an hour, yeah. Over an hour, man. You, anything else you'd like to parse out? More legal advice that you want to give out?
Yeah, let's see. Patience is a virtue. Definitely just know what your priorities are. So if seeing your kid is what you really want to do, then obviously everything else is secondary, meaning there's no excuses. You're going to do what you need to do. Yeah. So the first thing to do is just do some research, look online, do what I did, go on YouTube, look for like testimonials or like what happened, how do I get my kid back. You'll see I did so much research, bro. Yeah. Every day. For months, I was looking at like what happens in this case if this happens. What happens if this happens? Mm-hmm. And I was watching.
Just driving yourself crazy.
It was a rabbit hole. Like I don't recommend, but I
came
out on the other side. Yeah. But every day I was just watching videos, and but yeah, basically, long story short, just you're not the only one. There's other people out there. I know it's 2024 now, but maybe like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Or maybe until now, it's not manly for a man to express their feelings, because then the society is like, oh, you're weak because you're talking about your feelings. But to be honest with you, I felt like when I started saying how much I miss my son, and I accepted that like I fucking miss my son. Yeah. I became a stronger man because I'm like admitting to myself like, I can't live without my son. Yeah. So that's
something more manlier than being a father.
I think that's what it is. Even my homie's like, yo, you a gangster, bro. The most gangster thing I've seen is you fighting for your kid right now.
Because that's hard, man. It's because most people won't. It's hard.
It was fucking hard. But we're cool now, though.
That's going to be the title of the episode. We cool now, though.
We're cool now, though. But yeah, no, I appreciate being on your podcast as usual. Again. I actually tapped in with you personally, obviously personally, but more like this is like a 2-year or, you could see the difference from back then and now, and the vibes is always great. And I felt like you would actually, I was correct, you would actually understand the inner nuance and the feelings, and it would be a deep conversation right now. So
thank you.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you, my man.
Thank you.
So tell people when the album is going to be, like the fall, is going to be spring. Like when might we see this not young Kasper Productions?
Yeah, so I guess the scary part is I feel no rush to put it out. Mm-hmm. But the scary part is I want to put it out as soon as possible while I'm, reinvigorated or in these emotions and stuff. So I have been playing around with a lot of ideas just to hype you guys up. It's going to be a short project. I feel like, again, I'm probably going to release under my real name. If you know my government name, then you know what it is. Yeah, I'm kind of playing with different titles. One of them is Play Me When I'm Dead.
Play Me When I'm Dead. Oh, that's a strong one. That's a strong one.
And it's also because I'm not going under Kasper, so it's like, what does he mean, Kasper? Like, so it's I'm not saying I'm burying, my persona, but at the same time, I'm kind of burying feelings from the past, but also a flower sprouting out of it now. So, it'll be coming out, I want to say...
Look at you! It's going to be dropped at 7:35. I know.
Valentine's Day is coming up soon too, right? I don't
Tomorrow.
know. Maybe summer. Maybe fall. Okay,
yeah. Because I remember I was talking about last time. You was like, you don't have 6 months to work on a project sometimes. Sometimes you just have 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And like you just do that music right then
Thank
there.
you. Oh my goodness, man, you're dope. Yeah, sometimes right now I have about 3 songs with this new genre that I'm doing, right? That's not a lot, but I know that once I sit there and start doing stuff and get in the studio, who knows, 10 might pop out, or who knows like how many or how long the project is, but once I know I hit that groove, it'll just come out. So
Yeah.
I guess that's where it is. Like, I've been doing music for so long, I'm confident enough that like I know that it'll come. Well, I know that it'll come when it comes.
Yeah, I mean, as you evolve, your music should evolve.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I had to think about like, for the longest time, I was against Tyler the Creator. The main reason why is because I was a big fan of Hobson. And Hobson was hating on Tyler, and I was hating on Tyler. Yeah. But then I heard the last album, Call Me When You Get Lost, completely changed my view of Tyler. And so then I actually did the opposite, as I went backwards in his discography. And doing that was better for me, in my opinion, because to discover his music. People was like, "Oh, I love Tyler." I was like, "He's horrible." Yeah. I thought it was just shock rap. You know what I mean?
That's why. Oh my god, bro. That's what I thought too. Mm-hmm. And my daughter put me on him.
Yeah.
And I did the same shit you did, literally. And I went backwards all the way from like, Call Me, whatever. And
Call Me When You Get Lost, Igor, Flower Boy,
and then I went all the way to Goblin and the other ones. My daughter, shout out to Isabel. She's a huge fan of Tyler Creator, which I got to bring her to a concert when it's possible. But
you can still take her in person.
She actually pointed something out. I was like, damn, this is how old I am. She goes, Dad, why don't you like Tyler? Oh, she goes, why don't you like Tyler? I'm like, I don't know. I never really listened to him. She goes, is it because he's beefing with Eminem? And I was like, then I started thinking, I'm like, damn, my daughter has a favorite artist beefing with my favorite artist from back in the day. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, I was huge into fuck 50 Cent because of the game and the East Coast, West Coast shit. Yeah. I was a stan. You know what I mean? I'm not ashamed to say I'm a stan for Eminem. I'm a stan for the game. You know what I mean? Yeah. I will say this, like, I love artists, but now I ain't gonna lie, 50's fucking hilarious. He's hilarious.
He's one of the most funniest, pettiest people, and he knows it, but that's
he plays into it. Like there's always that meme going around about he bought like the first 2 rows of Ja Rule's show.
Oh my god!
So no one would show.
So it looks like it's empty.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm here for it.
He's good. He's good.
He was like, there was a whole. I was on Instagram Instagram a few weeks ago, and it was like this whole shit about like old 50 Cent memes in quotes that he put tweeted. He's like, had a good show, got paid to stack, got my butt lit. It's a great day in America, or some shit like that. And I was like, motherfucker.
No, he's got some golden ones for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, so. Hopefully later this year.
Yeah, hopefully later this year.
Summer, fall.
Again, it's gonna be a different genre, I guess. But I'll still be.
It's not a different genre. I just say it's just a different element.
Oh, I like that.
You know what I mean?
Like that. Yeah, different element.
Yeah, because it's just you just switching up your flow and style a little bit. Yeah. Like I said, just because it's not traditional rap. Because I will say this, like. Tyler's music is so much different. Like, I will say even now, like, his music reminds me of something of the 70s. You know what I mean? Like, something like Al Green would put up.
Oh, especially with that Igor one?
Igor, all the emotions in it. And the fucking Kanye album just dropped, and I fucking been banging that shit hard.
I haven't tapped into it. I usually tap into when I got a long drive. So
all right. So, my favorite song on it right now is Back to Me. Okay. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm just going to say he's a goddamn prophet, and he's not wrong.
All right, I'm going to have to check that one out.
You're gonna see, you're gonna listen to it, and you're gonna let me know how you feel. But that's my favorite song on this new album. Right. Because the first time I heard it, I wasn't feeling it. The first time I heard it, I was kind of like, this is kind of weird. Okay, and then I had to hear it the second time. And the second time I heard it, I was like, this fucking bangs.
No, don't you love songs like that?
Yeah.
You like listen for then second like, yo.
Yeah, no, because I wanted to hear the album just to hear the album. I think that's my problem was the first time I listened, not enjoying it. Yeah. So my first time was just to listen to hear what he was saying. Uh-huh. He definitely the album Vulture. He goes into like a lot of shit, but that one and the song Burn is just like that kind of like groovy, just like.
Oh, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, those are my top 2 favorite songs.
Burn and
Back to Me. Those are my 2 favorite.
What about
songs.
Vultures? Was that not good?
It's not that I would say it's not good.
It's just a typical something not different.
No. It's like I probably would put it like 6th or 7th on the track. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If I'm ranking it, it's just more like it's definitely him trying to say the message of like all these vultures are attacking him. Mm-hmm. So it's not like really like a song like to hang out and like watch. It's more like I'm listening to the song because I'm a Kanye fan and like I want to hear what Kanye wants to say. Like it's not a song like Burn is definitely a song I'd hear on the radio. Back to Me is a song I'd hear on the radio. You know what I mean? But not like in the sense like it's a hit, but like it's kind of like one of those things like if you were to hear it like. All right, on 97.3, this is Burn by Kanye.
And I want to check that out.
I will say the biggest criticism I have is against Ty Dolla $igns. Motherfuckers, stop with the saying dollar in every other fucking song. All right, because he was saying dollar like dollar. Bro, no, we get it. You're fucking Ty Dolla $igns. I'm just saying I've had enough. Yeah, I get it. You use dollar, but bro.
I'm excited to bump it now.
Oh, you should. It's fun. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I have a Kanye album I hate, honestly.
Honestly, I don't either because all of them. I mean, he is musically he's
beautiful.
He's fucking amazing.
Genius.
I mean, I do have personal favorites for the older ones, but I mean, Life of Pablo. I mean, at first I was like,
Life of Pablo was at first it was the weirdest fucking album.
That's what I'm saying.
It was weird.